You are the world's expert on whatever propelled you into this room to choose to spend this day in this way.
Thank you.
What was it? I'll tell you mine. I told you a little bit about my son. Between him and my daughter, that's all the motivation I need. My day starts, if I'm lucky, it starts a little bit before dawn when they come into the room to wake us up. Otherwise, it starts about 3 in the morning when one of them comes barging through, usually our daughter. The door flies open. I hear those little feet. She comes running up to the bed. And she comes to tell me about a dream she just had. She doesn't say, I just had a dream. She doesn't even have that vocabulary yet. But when a toddler tells you, the dinosaur get me, you know what she means. And I get to put my arm around her, or my husband does, whichever one of us is more awake. When it's me, I say, you're totally safe. No dinosaur is going to get you. I will not let any dinosaur come into this home. On my watch, you have a guaranteed dinosaur-free night. You can go right on back to bed. And it feels good as a dad to be able to make a promise to my child that I'm 100% sure is going to come true. With zero effort on my part. Pretty nice. But what brings me here is that the most important promises we make to our kids are not ones that are going to come 100% true with zero effort. They take some work. I want to be able to promise her, just as sure as she doesn't have to worry about dinosaurs coming into the room, I want to be able to promise her that she's going to have more rights and not fewer rights than her grandmother. I want to be able to promise her and her brother that by the time they're old enough to be going to middle school or high school, only thing they ought to worry about is middle school and high school stuff, like getting through class and whose lunch table to sit at, not whether they're going to be physically safe. We got to work to make sure that's a reality.
That's right.
I want to promise them that the air that they breathe and the water that they drink is as safe as what was handed to our generation. And when we do that, we're going to be reminded that this process, even though we know what we're up against, this is about what we're for. Are you ready to make sure Michigan produces a victory for Colorado? We can't lose next